Every day, millions of digital artworks are scraped by AI and stolen without credit in a completely frictionless digital landscape. Traditional copyright claims take months to process. By the time the paperwork clears, your unreleased assets have already been copied, distributed, and monetized across the internet. The VORA Protocol attempts to solve this timing issue. It operates as an industrial-grade cryptographic registry, allowing you to instantly generate mathematical proof of authenticity the exact moment you finish a file. But relying on VORA presents a complex dilemma. While the protocol generates mathematically immutable proof of your ownership, the actual tools required to enforce that protection are fractured across distinctly different pricing tiers. For most creators, the primary decision involves a trade-off, balancing the depth of cryptographic proof and legal documentation against the specific scale and needs of a creative workflow. VORA provides a powerful tracking radar for your digital property. It will tell you exactly when and where your work is being used, but you still have to hire the lawyers to act on that intelligence. Before uploading unreleased work to any verification tool, the obvious fear is that the platform itself might leak or steal the raw files. VORA addresses this trust issue using a foundation and security measure known as client-side hashing. Hashing is a one-way mathematical function that converts data into a fixed-length string of characters. When you drop an image into VORA, your browser locally computes its unique digital fingerprint. Your raw file never leaves your device. Only the resulting mathematical hash, signature ID, and a timestamp are transmitted to the permanent VORA ledger. From that exact moment, anyone can verify the asset's authenticity by scanning the embedded EXF metadata or by checking the file against your public proof page. This zero-knowledge architecture guarantees your pre-release files stay private. However, holding a verified cryptographic timestamp is only step one. A timestamp alone will not stop a determined thief from downloading and altering your work. VORA's free tier sets a baseline offering of $0. It gives you 5 proofs a month and uses standard SHA-256 fingerprinting. SHA-256 is a widely used cryptographic algorithm that generates a unique 256-bit signature for any data file. Standard hashing is mathematically brittle. Altering just one single pixel of a digital artwork completely breaks its cryptographic fingerprint entirely. Because standard hashing requires an exact pixel match, a thief can bypass your SHA-256 signature just by cropping the image or applying a filter. The free tier's daily API calls become useless if the underlying hash no longer matches the stolen modified asset. This turns the free tier into a strictly passive tool. It works perfectly for establishing a chronological timeline of when you created a file, but it lacks the utility needed to actively enforce your copyright across the web. Relying on standard SHA-256 for copyright protection is like putting a wax seal on an envelope. It proves the contents belonged to you at one point, but it does nothing to stop anyone from tearing it open and using what's inside. The Pro tier costs $9 a month. This is the structural upgrade required to transition your assets from passive proof to active detection. The core technological shift here is replacing standard SHA-256 with perceptual hashing, or pHash. Perceptual hashing analyzes actual visual characteristics, keeping the signature stable even if an image is heavily cropped or filtered. This neutralizes minor modifications, catching unauthorized usage instantly. Additionally, the Pro tier embeds strict machine-readable AI licensing rules directly into the protocol's metadata. This creates a programmatic barrier. It forces AI scraping bots to read and acknowledge your specific copyright restrictions before they can ingest the image for model training data. To support this active defense, the Pro tier expands your baseline utility, granting unlimited proofs and 10,000 daily API calls to run automated tracking scripts. The Pro tier provides a persistent link between your registered proof and any derivative version of your image found on the network. It ensures that even edited files remain tied to your original license, neutralizing the loophole of minor pixel modification. The Studio tier costs $49 a month, representing a massive jump in operational scale. The primary additions here are entirely administrative. You gain access to tamper-proof PDF legal certificates, basic audit logs, and an expanded limit of 100,000 daily API calls. You unlock the sovereign identity system, binding verified personal data, like your mobile number and email, directly to the asset's cryptographic proof behind end-to-end encryption. This exhaustive level of identity verification is built specifically for agencies. When handing final assets over to enterprise clients, those clients require absolute, documented protection against future copyright liability claims. While generating official PDF certificates looks impressive, it offers zero additional technical defense against AI scrapers compared to what you already get in the Pro tier. For a solo artist or freelancer, this tier is an unnecessary expense. VORA Protocol is not a legal enforcement agency. Its value is strictly defined by how well its network tracking data aligns with your professional risk profile. This chart maps volume against tracking needs. Hobbyists fit the free tier for timestamps. The Studio tier serves enterprises needing massive API limits. For creators, the $9 Pro tier is the logical choice. Embedded AI tags are absolute necessities today. In an era of automated scraping, a public claim of ownership is unenforceable without the mathematical leverage to prove it undeniably at a scale you can afford.